Welcome to the show, Xitsundzuxo Himina. In this show, we'll be watching films, talking about them, and recommending some more films.
Yes. Building.
We are in Centurion Mall, Gauteng, to watch Hobbs and Shaw. Let's see what they have in store for us. Here's the thing about this cinema, like the cinema at Centurion. It looks small on the outside, but it's amazing because it has 6 cinemas and it also has the kiddies one where the kids go in and it looks like a crèche at the beginning. It's amazing, that's beautiful. And when I went inside there, I was like, wow, the seats. Because the nice seats are always reserved for cinema prestige, but this one works better because it always looks amazing on all the cinemas and the seats look like extraordinary. If they look like that, I'm guessing all the cinemas look like that. I'll go check them out. I hope you guys are gonna come check it out and see what happens in the cinema. I love it. The service is amazing. Sure. The film that we watched is Hobbs and Shaw, and this is the trailer. The film is part of the Fast and Furious franchise, but it's not part of the sequel. So it's not like it's Fast and Furious 9. Do you remember Tokyo Drift? I'm not saying Tokyo Drift was not part of the sequel, but it's like that. It's like getting out of the story and then coming back to it later. Many people are having problems with it, like most of the die-hard Fast and Furious fans, because Shaw is the same guy that killed Han. Han is the Japanese guy that died in Tokyo Drift, and they spinned it off in Fast and Furious 7 when it started. So people are saying, why someone who was bad, who had killed someone who was significant to the franchise in a pedestal and make them a star, make them the main character in a film? We understand that it's not part of Fast and Furious per se, but we can't have cash cows that are glorifying people who have killed one of the franchise people. It's one of those things that the die-hard fans are having, but you see the rest of us, the guys who do not care, we just watch films because we love films. We don't have problems with that. Like I was like, the film is amazing. The storyline. Here's the thing, it's all about family, and Fast and Furious is run around family. So what they did with this one is spinning it off. They brought Shaw's sister. They talked about his family, looked into his background. They went into Hobbs' family, looked into his background. What I don't understand though is one thing. His kid is smaller now. Like when I looked Fast and Furious 8, his kid was older, she was playing soccer and all these other things. When they came back to this film, they showed us his kid and she's smaller than before. So I don't know whether it's before Fast and Furious or is it in between somewhere? I don't know. Maybe someone will explain to me. What they did well with this film is that they went traditional, like going back to the ghetto, going back to the village to do things the traditional war. Like the war at the end of the film was a traditional war, using techniques that old people used to use to fight wars. And that for me says culture. Anything that has to do with culture is my thing. Anything that has to do with the internal journey, the spirit, is all about me, because I like it when we go spiritual. I'm not saying churchy or whatever. People are lost. That's a reality. And if we don't talk about culture, we don't talk about the spirit or your background, we are messing things up. So since they did that, it took me back to my African roots, although they were doing it somewhere in an island somewhere. But it said to me, you are Tsonga, my guy. What are you doing in your life that relates to your people? Are you neglecting your people? Are you going back there and doing the right things? That means think. I'm saying to you as well, you should think. Are you doing the right things for your family? because we always complain about black tax and all these other things. Maybe I'm doing too much advice and I'm not supposed to be doing that, but let's go back to the film. First 8 had cars that moved like bulls. I don't know if you remember, there was a scene when they turned at the corner there, all the cars which were controlled by their chips, because you know the technology can do that now. I don't know, I'm not a hacker, but yeah, I guess that happens. For some reason, I felt like some scenes were dragging. Like it just felt like it was taking too long to get to the point. It's not the talking, because someone said they talk too much. I like them talking because don't want to see a fight that takes that long when it's like 2 people just fighting small people, and Hobbs is pulling this guy, dragging him for a long time, and this movie takes 2 hours. You understand? That's one thing that I felt like was dragging. But the rest of the film, amazing. That's Fast and Furious. Some of the small scenes didn't drag. I would give it a 10. Simple. But yeah, that's it. That's me with the movie. I hope you guys are gonna love it and you're gonna go watch it because it's amazing. We have reached the last segment of the show and I'm recommending films. The first 2 films I'm gonna recommend is one local film which is called Uncovered. I watched the trailer. It looks amazing. You know I like local films. The second film is an international one. It's called Angel Has Fallen. So there were other films that happened before, like Washington Has Fallen, and then the next one was London Has Fallen. So Fallen sequel. This time they are trying to assassinate the president again, but they think the person who was protecting him is the one who's trying to kill him. So this is amazing. It's a twist to the story and I love it. The other thing I'm into these days is Netflix, and I want you to go watch 2 films there, like not films, a documentary and a series. I'm watching a documentary called When They See Us. It's a black documentary. If you're black and you have not seen it, redefine your life. If you're white and you've not seen it, you have to work on your life. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. It's all about the truth because it's based on a true story. Donald Trump is there. You know he hates black people. Yeah, let's not go in political on this thing. And then the second thing that I want you to watch is Lucifer. I'm sure you are watching it already. It's just that I just discovered it and I love it. I feel like it's a beautiful series. I wonder how they thought about that. Just bringing the devil to earth. I understand he might be here or he is here, but the way they did it, he's in LA giving people favors and all that. I wish I was in LA. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's a beautiful series, beautiful concept, and I think you should watch it. If you want to learn about the Bible, you can also do that, but just make sure you don't fall for the devil. I'm just saying. Those are the films that I'm recommending and series from Netflix. So these are the films and series that I'm watching or that I recommend to you at the moment. The next episode, we're going to focus on theater. We have 2 guys that are coming in. We're going to talk about their shows and we're going to watch a film together at Vutirhelo because we are doing Vutirhelo tours from here on. So what I'm going to say is love someone, be in love, stay beautiful. We're going to see you on the next episode.